Hi, I'm Lori, and welcome to my apartment. I've been here for a year now in my apartment, and I kind of want to redecorate. uh, it's kind of like a coping mechanism. I like to move things around, and I just like it to look nice. And I was trying to back off the cleaning, but I've backed off a little bit too much, so I need to get back on that. But anyway, I practice yoga. I can't say it's every day, but it's most days. And the days that I don't do it, I don't quite feel right, kind of feel out of whack. But I do kind of a free form where I kind of dance in between, and I'll do different poses. But I've been adding in where I would I would draw like an oracle card and kind of take that perspective on for the day. If it was, I had like these gardening ones, or where like lavender means calm and tranquility, that kind of thing. But I've been opening up my book, my yoga book, and this a friend bought this for me. It's the Yoga Bible, and it has different poses in it, and so I was kind of on the swan pose and enjoying that, and which I can't do it perfectly, but it was fun to do. But I opened to this page, and it is one-legged sage pose, if you can see that. So it's basically where there's a squat where it's a very deep hip stretch. Then you go to a headstand, and then you come up into this. Now, it's kind of comical. I'm not there to where I could do this pose, but sometimes I do like a challenge. But I don't know, when I was doing the swan pose, I kind of felt graceful and like a swan, but I don't think I'm gonna be a sage. But I'm gonna keep going because I can't even get the squat down on one of my sides. So I could do a one-legged squat but not touch the ground. So it is kind of a challenge for me. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be a sage in my lifetime. So, and actually I was listening to Bob Dylan's Rolling Stone, and I guess I have never really realized what the lyrics are or what the song was actually about. I didn't know what a Rolling Stone was, but I was listening to part of it, and I guess I've been a Rolling Stone with no direction home. And yeah, I've been homeless, a drunk, and I don't know. So, but yeah, it's just funny that there's a band named the Rolling Stones from that song, and yeah, I don't want to be a Rolling Stone. So yeah, I came to that realization, and I'm going to start. Well, I'm going to go to at least one. I have a friend that just started teaching yoga, so I guess I'm going back to a yoga class where I've been disciplined in my yoga practice, but it didn't have a structure, really. I've been disciplined in my consistency to continue to practice yoga postures. And I do other forms of yoga, which is a meditation. And my yoga practice is I've been to various classes. I guess the longest, I took yoga at the Y, but it was really Kripalu. I don't know if I'm even saying that right, but I kind of looked into it because that's where the teacher trained at. And then I did different like videos at home, and then I ended up going locally to something called Lion Flow, which is very, very disciplined, and the teachers can do those kind of poses. And I got to where I could stand up and put my leg over my head, but I was real egoic, and when I was doing that, I wasn't like letting go. But that practice was done in front of a mirror, and then there was a time where the class had to move and there were no mirrors. And then the class was moved again to where there were mirrors, and I couldn't really tell in my poses that my practice was progressing until I got back in front of a mirror, and I could see the difference, I guess. So, and that was nice to see. I've been kind of in an era of, or a time period of where I didn't want to be aggressive with my exercise, or really egoic, and sometimes I lack discipline with some of it. I'm a person that needs exercise to feel okay, and I don't really feel right if I don't, and I prefer to be outside walking in the trees, and I don't even really look at that as exercise because it's a joy for me, I guess, and kind of dancing with yoga, and that's just about, probably only do that like 15-20 minutes a day or at a time, but it'll be neat to go back to this class because I have no idea what to expect. And when I went to yoga classes, like I said, it was, part of it was ego, where I wanted to appear a certain way, and I think I've lost some of that with age, and some of it's with my recovery program, and some surrendering to my higher power, and to where I can enjoy it. Hopefully, we'll see, because it's a few days away, but I'm excited to go to that class and see what it's about, and to support my friend, and it should be fun just to be with her, and she's really excited to be teaching, so I'm happy for her, and I'm happy to be there, and just to witness it, to find joy in somebody else's happiness, and to be a part of it is special, because you remember the people that were there in bad times or in happy times, who's there with you, and I'm happy to be able to be a part of her life, and her happiness, and her even when it's not happy times. So I've not always been a person that's there for people, and I'm still not a person that's always there for people, and you can't be there for everybody, but because I have a tendency to take on other people's problems and carry that weight, and I was having problems, and I was talking to my oldest son the other day, and he's like, I don't know what to say or what to do, and I'm like, oh, well, you don't have to say or do anything, and he was like, oh, I didn't know that, and because I didn't have any expectation, I didn't need a response or anything, I just needed to, I guess, say something to vent, and I felt better, and he was like, oh, okay, and he didn't seem to carry it. And I remember when I was my last relationship, when I was upset about something, and I was telling my boyfriend at the time, and he's like, well, I don't know what to do, or I'm like, well, you don't have to do anything, and that was kind of like a relief to him. So maybe sometimes we just have to show up, and listen, and to be a friend, So, well, that's all I got. All right, love you guys. All right, bye.